So I just got back from watching Spider-Man Brand New Day, and oh my goodness, it was just wow. Just what a great movie. I think this might be my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. And there are multiple reasons for this. This movie has so many positives, and there are some negatives too, but the positives just outweigh the negatives by a huge margin. First of all, the visuals were just too good. I was giggling, I was literally jumping around. Obviously, in my head. I can't jump around in the theater, but I was jumping around. All those slow motion shots, all those, fighting scenes. I can't even go around it. It was all just too good. I think I saw an interview where Tom Holland was saying how Destin wanted it to be perfect. You can clearly see how perfect these shots were. It was just really good. Now, secondly, I think the set of characters in this movie was chosen perfectly. Most of the characters in the movie were people who were alone. We have Peter, we have Frank, we have Bruce, and then we have the big bad, who was Jean Grey. So this movie was definitely character driven. And because of that, you could actually focus on these characters, especially Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and get to know who he is and what he's actually going through after the events of No Way Home. Instead of it being some huge world-ending threat or an alien trying to penetrate the world, the stakes were much more grounded. And because of that, the movie gives you time to really understand the characters and connect with what they're going through, rather than constantly jumping from one massive event to another. Then there was the banter between Spider-Man and Punisher. Every single interaction between them had me creasing. Their chemistry was absolutely hilarious, and they bounced off each other perfectly. And to be honest, seeing that brotherly connection between Frank and Peter was just really wholesome to watch. Going from this gory, grueling, bloody Punisher series into this was just nice. And finally, I think the plot of this movie was really good. It wasn't just entertaining, it was emotional as well. Spider-Man going through his whole depressive metamorphosis stage and getting rejected by Zendaya, to Jean's whole sad backstory, to Bruce rampaging and realizing that he made a mistake, and finally to the shot of Peter realizing that the citizens of New York actually care for him in a way that cannot be described. It was all just too good. Especially that last one. Genuinely, when I saw that clip, I was getting a little bit emotional, a little bit teary. Now, obviously, I had some theories before going into the movie. I saw this clip of Zendaya wearing a black and white blazer, and I thought she might be Mr. Negative, which could have been peak, but it's all good. I mean, whatever. And then I see people comparing this movie to No Way Home, saying that there weren't as many hype moments in this movie. And I agree with that, because that movie was just straight up fan service. You got all the Spider-Man and all the Spider-Man villains. It was just straight up fan service. But that does not mean this movie didn't have that too. We got to see the Hulk, the Punisher, and Spider-Man all together in the same frame. Isn't that just crazy? We also got to see Jean Grey, one of the main X-Men. I definitely think this movie had its fan service moments, and I really did enjoy it. So yeah, those are all the positives. There's way more, but I don't want to talk anymore because I'm too lazy. Now on to the negatives. For me, the main and the biggest negative has to be the scene where Peter is with Yelena. In the scene, obviously, Yelena is in the bathhouse and she asks Peter to join her in the bath. And Peter hesitates. I could not believe that with my own eyes. Why would he hesitate to jump into a bath with Yelena? I would be jumping, nay, I would be diving, I would be straight up belly flopping into the bath. One negative I see flying around is that people are saying this movie ended similarly to Thunderbolts, which was an amazing movie too, by the way. In that movie, the big bad was defeated by the power of friendship or confrontation, and people are saying how Brand New Day was similar, where the big bad was defeated by the power of friendship. Now, I'm not opposing that, I'm not going against it. Yeah, it was similar, but who doesn't love a good power of friendship? I'm actually a fan of the power of friendship. Maybe because I don't have any friends, but I do love a good power of friendship. Now, this might be because I grew up watching a lot of anime and most of it is power of friendship. But it's actually fine. You don't always have to beat the bad guy by punching them. Regardless of that, we still got to see some really good fight scenes. The Hulk scene, ooh, I was drooling. The fight with the hand, oh my goodness, it was perfect. So as a whole, I don't think this power of friendship thing was a huge deal. Now, I don't know if this is a Spider-Man thing or it's just my brain messed up, but I finally felt like a kid again. It felt good, it felt nice. I have no clue how this movie is going to connect to the rest of the cinematic universe, so I need to catch up on new rock stars and watch all their videos now. So yeah, take care.